Hello, my name is Emma Cosgrove and I am this month's featured collector. So as you can see behind me, we are in my Harry Potter room. I will not be showing you my Harry Potter collection in this video, it will be about Batman. That's kind of what we're here for, right? But I do have my own YouTube channel, I hope Chris doesn't mind me saying, where I showcase all of my various collections: Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Batman in Gotham, the Hunger Games, you name it. I collect a lot of things. I think I should do what Chris suggests and find a focus. I don't have a focus. I just collect anything and everything I can get my hands on. So I'm here today to show you my Batman collection, and I have a few questions to answer first. So question one is, what first got you into statue collecting? Well, I've been a collector pretty much my entire life, to be honest. This Harry Potter collection is almost 20 years worth of collecting. Statues in particular. To be completely truthful, I wish I owned more statues. I do not own half as much as some of you guys out there. It's too expensive a hobby for me at the moment financially, especially here in the UK. It's very, very difficult to get your hands on a lot of these statues. I would be more of a statue collector if I had the room. Evidently I don't. Question two, was there a certain property that first got you interested? So Buffy the Vampire Slayer I remember watching a lot younger than I think I was supposed to be watching it. Harry Potter obviously really got me into collecting in a big way. And Batman, I've always been a Batman fan for as long as I can remember. I used to watch the old show with my dad. I love the Arkham games, I love the Gotham TV series, Batman the animated series of course, basically anything Batman I really enjoy. Question three is, what is your favourite statue in your collection? So it's actually a bust. If you hold on, it is a Harry Potter one, and it is my Bellatrix Lestrange Gentle Giant bust. So I have quite a few of I know you can't see it very well, I have quite a few of the Harry Potter Gentle Giant busts and I absolutely adore them. And in terms of Batman, I have the Poison Ivy, the animated series bust. She's probably my favourite. And you'll see that as we go on. Question four, if you could own any piece regardless of cost, what would it be? Can I say the entire Arkham collection, the entire Batman Arkham line, I think is fantastic. I cannot believe, I'm going to call you out, Chris, that you sold that collection. I think you're insane. That's just an incredible collection and I love it so much. But really, the truthful answer, which I think is the truthful answer for a lot of us, is regardless of cost, I'd have anything. And question five is, if you could have a company create a statue, what would you want it to be? So I think I'm the only person out there that wants this statue, judging by the comments on your videos. I really want Victor Zsasz. I want Victor Zsasz so badly, whether it be a Gotham Victor Zsasz or an Arkham Victor Zsasz, or, I mean, I was going to say the comics, but Arkham and the comics are very similar when it comes to Victor Zsasz. But just, I want Zsasz, and do I think he's ever going to get made? Absolutely not. I think the tally marks are distinguishable, but at the end of the day, I don't know if he is recognised enough to have a statue made of him, but I'd really want a Victor Zsasz. I'm also, like I said, a huge Gotham TV series fan. Again, I know that can be quite decisive for some fans. So I do have the Commissioner Gordon statue downstairs, which I'll show you in a moment. And he's not that well made, if I'm being completely honest. So I would love a proper Gotham line of statues. So that's my rambling, that's all my questions answered. And I will now take you downstairs to show you the collection. It's not a very big collection, and I'm calling it, like, as Chris says on here, my bat on a budget collection, because it is very, like I say, cheap compared to some of yours, but I'm really, proud of it. Without further ado, let's just get on and I will show you my collection. So this is my Batman/Gotham collection. I do have them in a temporary home at the moment, so please excuse the horrendous furniture and the way I actually have them displayed. That is going to be changing. I will of course show you in more detail. This is the majority of my collection. I do also have autographs. I'm an autograph collector. I won't be showing those in today's video, so you won't be seeing any clothing or autographs. But apart from that, this is the majority of my collection. Again, please excuse the horrendous furniture here. But this is kind of how it's displayed at the moment. So let's get straight on and go straight through some of it. So apologies for the bad lighting. The sun has just decided to come blaring through the curtains. But we have my Gotham Diamond Select action figure collection. So I'll show you these very quickly. We have the Penguin. I don't have all of them, but I have most of them. We have Jim Gordon, Salina Kyle. Now, I know I said there wasn't any autographs in this video, but I lied, because a couple of my Gotham figures are actually signed. This one signed by Cameron Bicond over there. Then we have Alfred, signed by the incredible Sean Pertwee. Next up we have Edward Nygma, or the Riddler, signed there by Corey Michael Smith. We have Barbara Keane, who was probably one of my favourite characters in the show. Harvey Bullock here. And finally in box, my personal favourite, if you heard my answer to the question earlier, Victor Zsasz. Next up we have a couple more Gotham figures loose out of the box. These aren't incredibly easy to get your hands on in England, so I do like to grab them when I can at Comic-Cons, on eBay, etc. We have a Gotham mug there. Next to that is my Batman the Animated Series Batplane. We have my Batman Arkham Origins triple pack of figures with Harleen Quinzel, the Electrocutioner and Lady Shiva. I thought this was a pretty cool set because obviously you don't tend to see a lot of Electrocutioner or Lady Shiva merch, so I thought this was pretty cool. These are actually the only Batman Arkham figures I own, I believe. I would love to get my hands on more of them. And then last on this shelf is my Gotham card holder. Moving on, we have quite a bulky part of my collection, which is Batman and Gotham Funko Pops. I have all the Gotham set, as you can see, so I won't turn them round for you, but we have Jim, Harvey, Bruce, Oswald, Salina and Fish Mooney. That's the only Gotham ones they released. I wish there was a Riddler and a Zsasz and some more, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Now on to Batman and DC Funko Pops. There are a lot more than this. There's a lot of Batman Funko Pops, but these are the only ones I own. So we have Zatanna, Catwoman from the animated series, sorry for my shaky hand there, and the Joker, the Martha Wayne version. Taking a little break from Funkos, this was actually a part of my dad's collection. My dad has since passed away. A lot of the things that you'll see here are from my dad's collection as well. So this is the Ertl, is that how you say it? Batmobile. And probably one of the oldest parts of my collection for sure. Continuing just at the front here, we have a couple more Gotham mugs. If you're wondering why I have an old flip phone in there, I use that for cosplay purposes because they use old phones in the show, so just kind of ignore that. Also in the mugs we have a couple of Gotham keyrings. Moving those out of the way, we have this Gotham lanyard. This was actually given out at, I think, SDCC Comic-Con before the show actually aired. So it's a lenticular piece. You could only get this at San Diego, I believe it was. I got it on eBay. I did not go to San Diego Comic-Con. Then back to the Funko Pops, we have Poison Ivy from the Arkham games, Poison Ivy from the Bombshell series, we have the Penguin from Batman Returns, we have Mr. Freeze from Batman Forever. Oh, sorry, Batman and Robin, not Batman Forever. We have Harley Quinn, a couple of Harleys. These two are from the Suicide Squad. We have the Riddler, the Jim Carrey version, this time from Batman Forever. And then my most recent, the Riddler from the new The Batman movie. It's so funny seeing these two together. I would love 2 statues of these two, just so somebody could put them together. It would look incredible. So this seems to be quite a rare piece in my collection. I think this was also only given out at Comic-Cons, but I'm not actually sure. It's a Gotham badge from 2014. Then we have another Hot Wheels, this time the Batmobile from Arkham Asylum, which if you've played the Batman games, you never actually drove this, but it's still one of my favourite iterations of the Batmobile. Then we have this this Joker talking bust here. A couple more keyrings from Gotham, a coaster. This art print, it's only a tiny little sketch card. I can't remember who did that, so I'm very sorry I can't tell you the artist. We have a Gotham Lucius Fox trading card here. I do have more of the trading cards, but they are autographed, so I can't show them in this. Now, this is a bit naughty. I don't know if I'm supposed to have this, but it's a Gotham hotel card. Let me flip it over for you. For the Hilton. I didn't steal this. I bought it on eBay, so don't come for me. Moving on, we have my Jim Gordon statue here. I cannot remember the company. I'm very, very sorry, but I'm sure you guys might know. This is my only Batman statue, really. I do have a couple busts as we go along. It's not fantastic. It's not fantastic at all. But I'll settle because it's the only one I've got. But I don't know if anybody else had this issue, but his leg did not go in, so I had to actually break it, as you can see there, which is not ideal, because his leg just did not fit into the peg at all. So let me know if any of you guys had that issue, if you've got this statue. Not the best made, but I'll take what I can get. Behind that, there's just a poster I got at Comic-Con, Oswald Cobblepot for Mayor, sorry about the glare. Further down, this is a little broken, as you can see, but we're getting into books and things. So the art I'm making of the Dark Knight trilogy, Catwoman, the visual guide to the feline fatale. I had this as a kid. I think this is my copy from when I was a kid, and I have read the heck out of it. Then we have the Arkham Universe, the ultimate visual guide. Again, I don't want this video to run too long, so I don't want to bore you, so I'm not going to pull any of these out. So here is my busts and a statue at the back there. So we have the Poison Ivy animated series bust. I'm trying to get more of these because I think they're absolutely fantastic. Just in case anybody's interested, mine is number 1789 out of 3000 there. But she's probably my favourite in my collection. We have this very, very cheap Catwoman bust. I think she's an eagle moss. I absolutely love her. She's very cheap, very easy to get hold of. I think she cost me about £10, and I love her. So although the higher end stuff is obviously better quality than this, it really does go to show that for something as little as £10 to £15, I think she's amazing, to be honest. Then we have another eagle moss, this time Two-Face. Again, probably the only Two-Face I'll ever have in my collection. Behind him we have yet another eagle moss, this time Batwoman. And this statue, if you could call it that, is again another eagle moss, I believe, but it's one of my pride and joys because it is Bane from the Arkham series. And as I've said a million times, I adore the Arkham series. Very, very affordable. I think this cost me about £20. So not the most expensive statue in the world, but I think for a £20 statue, it's pretty good. Moving down, again, I'm going to try not to spend too much time on these, but we have a Harley Quinn Funko Rock Candy, I think they're called, some of the Mystery Minis, Harley Quinn, and El Diablo, my only El Diablo thing in my collection. He would be cool as a statue, I guess, but he would do sort of the same thing as Victor Zsasz. I don't know if many people would buy him. We have this Poison Ivy here. This just silly Catwoman thing, it's not very expensive at all. We have this Harley Quinn Funko keychain. I had to show this if there's any British fans watching, but I also have this fake £20 note of Del Boy and Rodney from Only Fools and Horses dressing up as Batman and Robin. One of the best episodes on TV of all time. I'm not sure if anybody that's not from the UK would have a clue what's going on here, but I had to show it just for the laugh. Love Only Fools and Horses as well, on a side note, and the fact that they did Batman and Robin, oh, just phenomenal. You can't really see him very well, but here's another sort of obscure character, I guess, which is Professor Pig from the Arkham Knight video game. So I did lie when I said I didn't have any other Arkham toys. I clearly do. And then we have this Harley Quinn. Again, I'm so sorry about the glare on my camera. She's a designer series. There's a couple more of these. I don't like them. I only liked this one, and that's why I picked it up. Coming down a bit more, we have this shelf. As you can see, there's a Batman projection torch, a little pin badge there, little Harley Quinn toy, a lot of stuff I've picked up from Comic-Cons over the years. We have a Lego set of Harley, the Joker and Ivy. I don't think these three go together. I think I've just put them together. We have, I think these are called pint-size heroes or something like that. So Poison Ivy, the Riddler. That's a Daubs, I think it's called, at the back. We have Penguin and Catwoman there as well. So this is my Batman video game collection, so I'll quickly go through them. We have Arkham Origins, 2 copies of Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, the Batman Telltale series. I only have series 1 of that. I know there was another one as well. Batman Begins on the PS2, Catwoman on the Game Boy Advance. Do we talk about Catwoman on this channel? Maybe not, let's just leave it. I have a couple of CDs. Then we have pretty much the rest of my Gotham stuff, so the 2 Gotham tie-in novels and all the seasons of Gotham. Next I have a few art prints and things that I bought from Comic-Con, so I thought I'd pull them down and quickly show you. So unfortunately I cannot remember the names of the artists. I know that's terrible, so I'll just have to show you the prints. I'm ever so sorry about that, but they are years old. So we have this one. We have this Gotham set by an incredible artist. I'd love to find out who this artist is because I can't remember, but we have Jim. I'm going to flick through them as quickly as possible for you. Butch, Bruce, Alfred. I mean, aren't these stunning? I'm going to have to get them framed, I think, because they're gorgeous. Salina. The Riddler there. And the Penguin. They are all signed, but I can't work out the signature. And also with that set, there is this Catwoman. I was going to say Eartha Kitt, but it's Julie Newmar. The Julie Newmar Catwoman. And finally, Harley Quinn, the Margot Robbie one. Okay, so we're pretty much nearing the end here, but here is the bulk of my DVDs. So we have Batman the Complete TV series there. I love the original TV series. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. We have Batman the movie to go along with the TV series. The Dark Knight on 3 different copies. I have 3 different versions of The Dark Knight. Don't ask. We have Joker, Birds of Prey, Catwoman, again, we don't talk about her. The Batman Anthology, which is Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. We have Scooby-Doo and Batman, because I'm not ashamed to say it, I love a good bit of Scooby-Doo. We have Batman Under the Red Hood, Batman and Harley Quinn, Batman Gotham by Gaslight, which actually, I love Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I love the comic. I know it's a different story, but I'm also like a huge history nerd, so a Victorian Batman, sign me up. Batman the Killing Joke, need I say more? As a side note, I have seen more Batman films than this, of course, including The Batman, the new one. I just don't have the DVDs for them, but I have seen a lot more Batman things. Then we just have this Kids Justice League official guide. We have this tiny, tiny Poison Ivy here. We have a Suicide Squad keyring. Now, I don't really want to pull these out, but it's just some Batman magazines with a Gotham newspaper there. It's got the Hunger Games on the front, but there is Gotham stuff inside. I'm sure you don't mind not seeing the magazines. Now on to the last shelf, which includes my comic book collection. I will pull these down as quickly as possible because I don't want this video to run too long. So we do have this Gotham calendar here from 2016. We have this book, which is incredible, and I'd highly encourage you to purchase it if you haven't already. It's Batman, A Visual History with 2 exclusive prints. It's a very heavy book. I'm not going to go through it, but it's, as it says here, the definitive guide to the world of the Dark Knight. Really, really encourage anybody, if they can, to get their hands on this book. It's fantastic. We have a tie-in book to Arkham Origins. A Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman puzzle. I think I picked this up at a Comic-Con. We have a Kids McDonald's toy. There you go. Then we have Arkham Unhinged, which is a tie-in for Arkham City comic book. You know, I'm not going to go through them all, but there you go. We have Catwoman, The Life and Times of a Feline Fatale. We have these Gotham mini posters. I can't tell you who I've got because I've never opened it. Then we have a Batman, the character encyclopedia. This is really good, actually, because there's some very, very obscure characters in here. Now on to the comics. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know a great deal about these, apart from this one. These comics were part of my dad's collection, so I don't know if there's any rares in here. I'm going to show you as quickly as I possibly can. I don't know anything about them, being completely honest. So if I have any rares, any gems, you know, let me know. So this is mine, Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth. I absolutely love this. I think Grant Morrison is one of my favourites when it comes to the comic. Random, but I do also have the strategy guide for Arkham Knight. So the final part of this video is going through the comics. I'm not going to talk too much in this section. I'm literally going to show you them as quick as I can. I know people get them graded, the CGCs. I don't know the grading of any of these. Well, obviously they haven't been graded, but I mean, I don't know what they would grade. I don't know if they're worth anything at all. Like I said, they were part of my father's collection, which I obviously inherited after he passed away. Don't know how we got them. I know nothing about them, so I'm going to show you as quickly as I can. I'm sure if you are a Batman fan, you've probably seen most of these covers before, and I'm sorry I can't give you any more information. I should probably research them myself, is the short answer, but I just haven't been able to do that just yet. But if you see any gems, like I say, let me know. I'm sure, well, I know a lot of you are great at your comics, so I'm sure you'll know a lot more than me. A lot of these have never been out of the covers. Should I get them graded? Don't know. I don't know if there's anything worth grading here. The little Gotham ones are mine. I got these at a Comic-Con. I know they're not worth an incredible amount, but I just think they're really cute. Again, I'm very sorry. I didn't want this to run too long, but I do want to show you all the covers. I'm doing it as quick as I can, so I'm sorry I'm rushing through them very, very quickly for you. Oh, back to the Killing Joke there, it looks like. This one, oh, there's one underneath. Hang on. There you go. Like, I would have loved to see more of, what are they called? Riddler's henchmen, Query and Echo, I think. Don't quote me. I'd have loved to have seen more of them, but they seem to have disappeared into obscurity. I have a couple of, this is a free comic book day one. See, they look like quite old, but I don't know. I really, really don't know. So it would be a great help, like I said, if you could take a few minutes out of your day to let me know what I've actually got going on here. Again, I'm so sorry this is running too long. I'm just getting through them. They're not in any order either, as you can see. It's a ragtag bunch here. I didn't want this video to run too long. Sorry, Chris. I'm just showing them. We are pretty much done now. Just got a few to go through. I like that Poison Ivy cover. Always do. It's strange because although I know a lot about the comics, I haven't actually read that many. Like, I have a load of Buffy comics as well that I need to get through reading as well. About 3 more to go, I think. 1, 2, and 3. That's your lot. So thank you for sticking with that portion. And on that note, we are going to finish. That is the end of my collection. So thank you very, very much to Chris, the Batman statue collector, for letting me show my small, but I'm very proud of it, collection. And as always, he will see you in the Batcave. Thank you.